Many photographers believe they need a huge audience and a lot of views to make money. Does it help? Sure, it does. I've built a big audience myself and went viral multiple times. But here's what most photographers don't realize. Going viral alone doesn't make you money. In fact, most photographers who do go viral don't make any money from that. I know this can be the case because I've been there myself. Even when I had like 50,000 followers, I still wasn't really making money from my audience. And only once I learned how to properly make money from content, things changed. The truth is, chasing virality can actually keep you broke. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to attract clients who want to pay you thousands from your content as a photographer without needing to go viral. Make sure to watch all the way to the end, because even if you miss one of these steps, then you will earn less than you could. Before we dive in though, if you're new here, hi, my name is Hugo. If you are a photographer who has struggled to gain clients and you don't have the freedom you wish you had, then get my free email course from the link in the description. In it, I share the roadmap of gaining freedom as a photographer that I wish I had earlier. Step 1, and this is the foundation of this all. If you miss this step, then whatever you do won't work. So, get clear. What is the problem you are solving? Who are you going to be solving that problem for? And making sure what you're going to be solving is actually worth paying for. So when you are running a business as a photographer, it is very important that you understand you are there to solve a problem for somebody. When I was starting out, I was just thinking, maybe somebody needs photos, and I would just go and offer my photos. But that's why I struggled to make money, because I didn't realize that in order to get paid, I would need to solve a problem for somebody. People and companies pay you when you solve a problem for them. Companies want to pay you for different reasons, but one typically is that you help them make more money in some ways. So you must get clear what is the problem you are solving. And then once you are clear what problem you are solving with the help of your photography, then next up you must ask yourself is, who do I solve it for? Because if you try to solve it for everybody, then you become this generic person, you know? And it's not attractive for anybody. The same thing if you go to a doctor. There are doctors who know kind of a little bit about everything, and then there are doctors who are specialized. Now, who gets paid more? Of course, the people who are specialized, right? You want to be like that. Of course, you can do other gigs here and there as well, but you want to make sure that clients do see you as the expert. And this is especially important when we are now today talking about social media, because if your social media posts have, everything, you show you are taking photos for hotels and car companies and like everything, then people are gonna be thinking you are this, doctor who knows a little bit about everything. You aren't a specialist, and then you will struggle to get paid well. That can be the reason why clients don't come to you from social media, because they don't feel like you are actually speaking to them. So if you miss this step, you will have a really hard time getting in high-paying clients from social media. So get clear what problem you're solving and who are you solving it for, and then overall make sure that it is something worth paying for. Because if you offer something that nobody needs, then are they gonna want to pay for it? No. The same thing from my perspective as an entrepreneur is that I wanted to get all of my YouTube content uploaded to Spotify. 2 years ago, or even a year ago, I would have either had to hire somebody to download all the videos and then put them to Spotify, or then I would have had to do them myself. Now, I just trained an AI for myself to download everything from YouTube and put it to Spotify. So now if somebody would come to me offering that service, there's no reason for me to buy it, because AI does it easier, better, and cheaper. So you must be clear that whatever you are offering is something worth paying for. All right, so once the step 1 is done, then it is really important to understand step 2. And most photographers get this wrong, and you might be one of these who are currently doing this wrong. And if you now see that you are doing what I'm saying, then this is certainly one of the reasons why you are not getting clients from social media. So if you're doing social media right now and you aren't getting clients from there, then you're likely doing one of these three things. One, you might be blindly posting photos. Two, you might be blindly posting reels. Or three, you are posting some kind of tutorials, such as top 5 things to do when it comes to photography or how to increase social media reach, something like that. Understand that this is not what gets you clients. If you try to do those things, then it's not good. Now, am I saying that you shouldn't showcase your work? Of course, I'm not saying that. It is important you do showcase your work, but if that is the only thing you do, then this is what's stopping you from actually getting clients who want to pay you. So rather than doing what I just said, you must get the client to feel like you understand them, what they are experiencing, what they are feeling. You must talk about the symptoms of what is happening if they haven't got the problem solved that you are solving. Let's say the problem is that a client is struggling to convert high-end travelers into bookings through their online presence. So now you must not just randomly post your photos or videos and not randomly make posts saying, "Do you need photos? I have some availability for clients." Instead, you must talk about the symptoms. And in this case, they would be you're feeling frustrated seeing your competitors grow faster than you. You're getting traffic, but your conversion rate is low. You know your company is offering a premium experience for the customer, but your brand just doesn't feel very premium online. And these were just some examples. You can go even deeper into what they're experiencing and feeling because they haven't solved the problem yet. So you must make posts that make the client see that you understand them. And that's when they want to come and reach out and buy from you. Before step 3, if you are somebody who has struggled getting high-paying clients and you don't understand how to properly package your offer so that clients would actually be excited to pay you a lot of money, and you haven't made this your career yet, and you'd like some help, then my mentorship could be a good fit for you. If you'd like my help to gain freedom through photography and make photography your career, then DM me one-to-one on Instagram at Geography and let's see if I could help you through my mentorship. If you don't have Instagram, then just take a short mentorship assessment from the link in the description. All right, so once you've got step 1 and 2 done, then it is time for step 3. And this step is about how to overall navigate social media. Of course, when it comes to social media strategy, there's a lot that goes into it. This step 3 is something what I wanted you understand. And whatever platform you do use, then this will apply for it. First, let me though tell you what platform to use. And the answer is really simple. It is that you must go where your dream clients are. If they are spending their time on Instagram, then post on Instagram. If they are on LinkedIn, post there. If they are on Facebook, post there. You must get clear where does your dream client hang out. For most of you, it is going to be actually on LinkedIn. If you indeed want to work with companies, like normal consumers. So once you have decided what is the platform that you're going to be posting to, then we must get you to seem like the expert as fast as possible, and we will build a strategy around this. But high level, there's 2 things what you can do to build your expertise. There's posts and there's comments. How much to do each depends on the platform. For example, on Instagram, it is better for you to post more, but on LinkedIn, posting isn't as important. So it is going to be depending on where are you going to be, hanging out. And when you do posts and comments for long enough of a time, then your dream clients will see you as the expert in your field. And not that many people actually do this properly. So if you just do it properly, then it doesn't need to take you forever. The bad news is that this is just going to be getting more difficult and difficult because of AI. Like me and my other like content creator friends, we are all the time talking about how AI is really going to be changing up things, because now we already are in the stage where people can make good posts with AI. That is the reality. I'm not saying no AI photos, but posts that can attract clients. Like this can be done with AI to an extent. And it is just going to be improving from here. So if you are somebody who does want to use social media to get clients and build a personal brand that does stand out, then I really recommend that you start this as soon as possible, because it only will get more difficult from here. So if you are somebody who does want to speed up the learning curve of how to do this all, so you can then attract the clients coming to you and you don't have to chase clients and you can make photography your career and have a life of freedom, then feel free to DM me the keyword one-to-one on Instagram and we can see if I can help you then, well, succeed faster. But in a nutshell, what to do to get clients from social media is that you do posts and comments showcasing you are the expert and you talk about the symptoms. Okay, symptoms, like this is really, really key. what I wish I understood much earlier in this business journey of mine. All right, and then step 4, if you do not do this properly in the right way, you will not get clients even if you did the previous steps right. Like this is really important, and this is what most photographers do not even realize that they should learn. And I say that from the position that I didn't understand that this is something I need to learn. Like later on, like many years into the entire process of running a business, I realized that, wait, hold up. So I actually need to learn this stuff, and it is absolutely crucial for me to learn this stuff. And once I did learn this stuff, business became so much more easy. So what is this? It is having a sales process. I think it makes sense when you think about it. It's like once then somebody does reach out to you from social media, you must understand how the process goes from there. You know, like how do you communicate with the client? How does the process go there? How do you sell? Most people, they don't know. When somebody reach out to them, then they might be like, well, here's my website. Look what I have to offer. Or something like that. Or then maybe they write an email, a pitch immediately like what they can do. But that's not the way to go about it. That's not the way. You must approach sales like a doctor. You know, like when you go to a doctor, does the doctor immediately give you medicine without asking anything? It would be weird. I mean, like imagine you go to a doctor and they don't ask you like what's hurting, what's going not so well, what have you tried, and they just give you medicine. You wouldn't believe the doctor, you wouldn't want to buy the medicine, right? It's the same thing. If you don't ask the right stuff from the client, they won't feel understood. So yes, you actually must ask questions before you pitch anything. That is something that most people miss. And then you must also ask the questions in the right order, know what questions to ask, how to ask the questions. There's a lot that really goes into it. But how do you know if you have a proper sales process? Well, of course, you can look at your rates. Like if you have had, if you have made offers, how many people actually end up taking your offer? Because if it's not a lot, then yeah, there's stuff to be fixed. If you are selling high ticket prices, so like many thousands, then what is a good, like a really good amount of deals closed per offers made is 30% and above. So understand like that is the normal kind of rate. Then if you have like 10%, then that is really bad. And you can also ask yourself that, do I actually have a sales process? So if I asked you right now, what is your sales process? Like how does it go step by step? Can you tell me? Because if you can't, then that means that you don't have a sales process. And if you don't have a sales process, indeed, none of the other steps matter, because if you don't understand how to sell properly, you aren't going to make any money. So this is absolutely important to understand. All right, step 5. Let's imagine you do have the great sales process and it's working, yeah, fantastic. And you have also got other pieces nailed down. Now, this is really important to understand. And most photographers don't succeed at this. And that is definitely a reason why some photographers' businesses are getting held back. And this is getting results for clients. It is really important that your clients are actually happy with you, like happy with how the process of working with you went, and the final photos or whatever now you give them, they must be really happy. And that's like okay, well, it's nice, but like really like stoked about like how the experience working with you was. So good that they want to refer new business to you. So good they want to give you a testimonial. So good that you can make them into a case study. So this is how we got this kind of results for this client. And when you do get these amazing results for clients, then guess what you should do? You should showcase them. And indeed, showcase them on social media as well. This is the kind of posts that will do like really well. I'm not saying that they will get a lot of likes. They probably won't. And they probably won't get a lot of comments. But when the right dream clients see those case studies, see testimonials, then that is when they realize what you can do for them as well. So make sure to do all these steps and then get your clients amazing results and then post about them. See how this becomes a loop. You talk about symptoms and position yourself as the expert. Clients reach out to you, you get them awesome results, you post about the results, and more clients reach out to you. This is the high level of how to get high paying clients from social media and consistently. But if you're now watching this and thinking that, okay, this makes sense, but when you talk about the sales stuff, I realize that I don't have a sales process, or that I don't have a sales process that really works very well, then you will love this video on the screen right now, and it's gonna make you better than 99% of photographers out there. So watch that next. Leave a like, subscribe, and see you there.